fast step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Pop and your ass drops. I'm done with all the lip service. What's your purpose? Can't curse. I don't hear anything you say cause you're worthless. You ain't got no love, we see it on the surface. What's wrong? Seeing me making moves makes you nervous. First, what a damn shame. Took it to the heart and the brain and let the game change everything you're feeling disdain. And whatever remained between brothers shatter in vain. Shit'll never be the same, it sounds insane. It's real psycho, it might go bad, but it's life, yo. It's time to trim the fat like a chick doing lipo. They say they down with you, but it's part of the cycle. Homies come and go, we keep it moving like so. Don't know what your problem, but I feel it. You feel it. Baby, you just said me how we kill it, but you won't spill it. My cup is full because I feel it as I will it. I never try to conceal it. You ain't with it as I feel it. Tick tock and you don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Pop and your ass drops.
Oh yeah, you're listening to 96.1 Dragon in the Afternoon, only on Styling Radio, and we got the bad boy himself. We got Nate in the house, Nate Saylor. He's number one in the points, whatever you want to call it. We call it MPK, but it's Speed Promotions, the Outlaws, and Nate is in the house with us and just kicking it with us. And a lot of people are wanting to know, what's your day job?
Man, in the day, I'm in the car business, dude. If you see any of my posts on Facebook or social media and stuff like that, like I always post just a used car salesman. I mean, that's the fact. That's what we do. I own it. I love it. I wouldn't change it if I could. So if I won the lottery tomorrow, I'd be doing the same thing.
Except you'd be buying big teams and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yep, I'd be just doing it at a different level. I'd have much bigger warehouses. I enjoy it, man. Cars are my life. It's been my life since I was little. You know, I grew up in a trailer house on the north side of Chinook, Montana.
Oh, man. Straight from the park.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And my dad worked at Highline Dodge at the time, and we would work on cars on the weekends to put food on our table. And so I've been a car whore my whole life. I buy and sell so many cars personally that I finally decided, you know what, I should probably get a license and do this the right way. And then all of a sudden it turned into something big, and it's allowed me to get into the drag race scene where I'm at the caliber that we are.
Yeah.
And these cars are expensive, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking $250,000, you know, and it's $30,000 a week in the race.
$250,000 for the rolling chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in this new Mustang, this new Pro Mod, almost $600,000.
No shit. Well, I mean, parts have went up since COVID, you know, I mean, everything's went up. So I'm looking at some of the questions the fans had, because you are, to a lot of the fans, you're kind of new. You come out of nowhere and just start slaying people right and left, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so we didn't know you grew up in a trailer park. I mean, you know, I think that's cool. How did you get into drag racing? I mean,
my old man, you know, my dad, since I was a kid, he used to race shifter carts. Like when I was a little kid, he'd race shifter carts and he would work on them himself. And I had two older brothers and a younger sister. And so we would, my parents did a lot of gun shooting. Like we did a lot of reloading and shooting. My mom was actually number one pistol shooter in the world for a female. She went to the Steel Challenge in California. Like that was my life growing up. We would travel from shooting range to drag strip. And so anyways, Dad raced go-karts when I was a kid, shifter carts and stuff like that, and then got into dirt track. And when I was in high school, he got the very first, we still own this car. It's a 1973 Dart Swinger. And, you know, back then we had to buy the rusted farm, you know, it was out sitting in a field and had, you know, weight reduction, all the rust in the quarters.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
That's a good weight reduction.
Yeah, so we called it weight reduction. And so anyways, that's what we built. We built a 73 Dart Sport. And I think I still have a picture of me in high school. I was a freshman in high school. I graduated in 96, so this would have been like 92, in a 73 Dart Swinger at Lewistown Drag Strip in Montana. Me throwing up in the staging lanes. I was so nervous that I threw up outside the door.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. But that's when I started drag racing. And to be honest, like we started on the streets.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I mean, were you ever a street racer, like banging it off the flashlight, or?
Oh yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, and the horn honk. Yeah.
The horn honk. Yeah, the horn honk.
Yeah, we do that, and then we'd go out to Hesper. There's a street out here. It's called Hesper, and we'd go out and line them up. And then pretty soon, it was like 15-second cars, and we thought they were fast as hell.
Oh yeah.
Then next thing you know, like I had a '94 Z28 that had 150 shot of nitrous on it. And dude, I thought it was the greatest.
That was a big deal back then. That was a big deal.
It was, dude. It really was, but we used to street race all the time, dude. We'd meet at a parking lot, and then everybody'd like disperse and meet out at the spot. We had a couple spots because we'd always get busted at one or the other, so we wouldn't tell anybody, and then we'd go out to a spot and meet out there. And like we weren't doing anything like street outlaws, man. That's just not. They were running 4-second passes on the street. Like we didn't do nothing like that.
Yeah.
But we had 9-10-second cars on the street. And then got into that, and then my dad pushed me really hard to get off the street racing bullshit because you're gonna kill somebody or ruin your life if somebody you're racing dies and stuff like that.
Oh,
it's dangerous. It's a thrill, that's for sure. But so I got into track racing, and I started all the way from the bottom, dude. When I tell you the bottom, like we started in Sportsman, so I was running a '77 Dodge Aspen.
Wow.
That we drug out of a farmer's field, and we painted it ourselves, and my dad built the motor, and that's what we did on the weekends. Like that was my fun time, we'd go out in the garage, and at that time we had a shed or whatever. We'd go out in the shed and build an engine with a dirt floor in the shed, and put it together, and went out and started collecting trophies. And now the trophies are much cooler.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they mean more now.
Way more, dude. I'm sitting in my office right now, and I have 5 Wallies sitting up on my top of my desk. And the first one was there was always a myth you can't touch it unless you earned it. So the track manager is a friend of mine. He's like, "Here, hold it." And I'm like, "Not a chance, bro. Yeah. When I earn one, I'll hold it." But now I got a few, and I got a couple Street Outlaw ones, and I did. Larry Jeffers did that drag wars in Missouri last year. We won that. So
down there in Sykeston. Yep.
That was a black Iron Man. Have you ever seen one of those?
Yeah.
Like a black chrome Iron Man. I got one of those now.
Nice. Yeah, when I got into drag racing, my dad was Ed Duckett, world's fastest street car shootout guy, and he was the one in the '90s that did the put up or shut up and put up the $100,000 to find out who's the world's fastest street car. Me, I was in the mini trucks and low riders and shit, but I was drugged to the track my whole life. And a lot of people,
he infused it in your blood.
Well, yeah, and a lot of the fans don't know my first drag car was a Monza Spider, and it was a stick. So when I, big, high, small block, high RPM car. So when I got into import racing and I got sponsored by Honda, they were surprised how well I could drive a high RPM car and shift it, because I was already doing it with an ex-pro stock car. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
it just kind of worked out well, especially when I did the Southeast Gassers. I was tearing those guys up, and they kept protesting me every which way they could figure out how to protest me because I was so good at driving the stick.
Dude, when you talk about that, you know what comes to mind?
What?
You remember the old Acura Integras with the VTEC?
Yeah. Oh, hell, I know all about Acuras.
Oh, dude, that's all I could think about when you said you were driving a stick and shit. I was thinking the VTEC and high RPM, and I was like,
I'll tell you this. I've got an 8th gen 4-door Civic. If you've seen it, you'd be like, oh, it's a little Fast and Furious car. Next time you're over at Jeffers, text me, and I'll come down and give you a ride in it. And you're going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? This thing is fast. It's 700 horsepower. It's 500 regularly. But we've got 2 kits of nitrous on it. And I can get out on the highway, and it will fucking scare you, because you think the thing's just going to fly into a ditch. I mean, this thing is nuts. And yeah, I'm cool with it where it is. You know, I don't want...
As much as I appreciate the offer, I'm a control freak, bro. I gotta be sitting in the driver's seat.
Oh, I'll let you drive it. I trust you to drive it.
Yeah, I think you know I can handle a fast car.
Oh, I know you can handle a fast car.
Them little, yours is front wheel drive, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those things will go here like nobody's business.
Yeah, they're a different animal.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll...
Now, did you ever dirt track race at all?
I ran, so the only dirt tracking I've done, my dad ran super stock and all that stuff back when I was a kid. I got to run a mini sprint once. And dude,
those are cool.
I would totally own a dirt car if I had the extra time or people here to like do the cars for the weekend. But I mean, where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
Like I race everything, dude. Like I'm gonna be radio racing this year. You guys will see some stuff come out about that here soon. I got my pro mod. I got No Prep Kings or Speed Promotions. I got some. We're doing. So the reason my car is not being debuted on any of this stuff is we put 28-10-5s on it.
Oh, okay. So you're going small tire like Dave.
Yeah. So we're gonna run. Speed Promotions has that $100,000 race that Boosted's putting on in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So we're going to take Gucci out of the trailer and put my car in it and run my car for, they're doing one radial race and one 28-10-5. And it's off the trailer, dude. You show up.
And that's the way I feel it should be.
Yep, I agree.
You know, I mean, if we were running our own series, that's the way we'd want it. We'd want it pulled off the trailer, no test hits, send that bitch, and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? And I would still bang it off a flashlight. If you crack the tire, you're out. You know, I mean, it's pretty simple, easy rules when you break it down, you know? Chase is not a fucking race. I mean, that's the stupidest rule I've ever heard of. That come from a used car salesman in Memphis. You know, we ain't got to talk about JJ on here. I mean,
dude, did you see his daughter's wreck?
I was getting ready to say that our heart goes out to her.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean,
that was past the finish line, man.
Oh, I know. And there's not a real good there's not a good video of it, but what the video is of it, you could tell it's bad.
Dude, there's a really good video of it. The truck he was racing, what the hell? Yeah, Brian Britt got a video of it inside his car.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, and she crossed over. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's bad. Like I haven't heard how she's doing or anything, but god dang, she hit that wall freaking hard, and it just started barrel rolling and flipping. And man, I have a 7-year-old at home, and it scares me to death to leave and kiss her goodbye and like go do this stuff. It's a dangerous sport, man.
Well, yeah, and we've talked about this on the radio quite a bit. When you strap in and your crew member comes over and your door's open and there's that one last pull on the straps, you know what the fuck you signed up for, you know? It's just like I was talking about with the Nostalgic Funny Car, my guys. When they lower that body, I know what I signed up for. I know something could happen, and I've blew blowers and the damn body off the damn thing and seen the light of God. You know, it's like, you know, when that body blows off, it's a whole different experience. And your next thing is, am I gonna stop? You know?
Yeah.
And things do slow down, as we've said, you know, and
am I gonna be upright when I stop?
Yeah.
Well, and then when the car slows down, you're just thanking God it's slowing down. Like,
oh yeah,
please slow down quicker. Just stop. Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I kind of tell a lot of people, and since I was in a really bad wreck, the one thing I will tell you that it never bothered me. It doesn't matter if it's a nitro car or it was a street car or whatever at the track. If you get in an accident, that crew's going to be there within seconds to get you the hell out. So that's one of the things that average people that's never raced and experienced it, I mean, they may have went down the track, you know, but when you're going the numbers, you know, 150 plus, they're going to be there within seconds. And if not, the driver next to you is going to be there. You know, I mean, there's been cases of that. And You
Well,
know,
look at when JJ and his wife hit each other.
that was a bad
Oh,
deal.
dude.
That was bad, you know.
That
You know
was-
what,
He had
though,
to get out
dude,
and help him, you know. And
I have to tell you, that could have been totally avoided.
Well, because
yeah.
of the production company should have never parked those damn cars there.
No, it should have been avoided before that even happened. Like, here's the deal. Like, I don't know if you've seen JJ getting a strap in a car, and believe me, I think JJ's a hoot to watch.
Right.
But he is not the ideal, like, demonstrator of safety. He'll wear his cowboy boots
Oh,
and
yeah.
a pair of jeans and somebody else's coat. And here's the problem, is his car started on fire when he blew it up. And he couldn't see.
True.
Because his visor wasn't down. And so it was burning his face. So what he did is he let go of the steering wheel, and then
he
you
did
could
it
watch
right
it in the car.
Yeah.
It went in her lane and whacked her. Like, so it could have, even if the car would have blown the motor and all that shit, it would have been completely avoidable if he would have been safe.
Yeah.
And when I talk about safe, like, I don't know if you've seen JJ at, where the hell was that, Darlington, where he had the guy in the back
Oh,
of his truck?
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
I was
that
in
is
trouble
just,
with that one.
oh, man.
That's
Just
dumb.
just dumb. Absolutely, like, man, that's what just gives the whole sport a bad deal. Like, it's
Well,
they might. I don't know what the hell how they thought that was funny.
well, and the thing is,
I know how that truck leaves.
well,
I don't know how
That's
track would let him do that shit.
well, and the other thing is, it's a safety issue, and it beyond pissed off NHRA.
Yeah.
You know, and
Oh,
it's
yeah, they took their sanction off the track, didn't they?
I'm pretty sure they did, and
Yeah.
and,
fuck.
and it's just, let's say another promoter wants to put $10 million into a drag racing series, it makes it harder for them because of stupid shit like this, you know?
Mhm.
And it's
Oh,
like,
liability. It's always about liability.
yeah, and the thing is, I mean, this isn't the Wild West rodeo, you know? I mean, you know, I
What
could,
was that night?
well, it was that night. I didn't know shit about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
shit.
you know, I mean, it's like the guy who climbed up the arch and took those pictures and parachuted down and got busted. It was a hell of an adrenaline rush, but you done fucked everything up for everybody down the road. You
Yeah,
know?
only one person gonna get away with that. You know.
Yeah.
What's that old saying? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So moving forward, you're number one in the points.
Yes, sir.
I guess
Scott Taylor's right behind you.
Yep.
Who is your biggest fear this year?
Dude, honestly, I don't really have a fear of a driver. Like I said, as long as the track is the equalizer, I think we're going to be good. I think every person out there is worried that we're going to go to a glued track, and then nobody's going to win but tie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit, like, if you cut a light on him or whatever. There ain't another car out there that's going to run that number if he gets on a track where he can put it all down.
Yeah.
And that's the trick. Like, that's why I agreed to do this season, is because everybody's like, God, aren't you worried? You know, the screw car, they could go 128 over. Well, the problem with that is you can't put that much power to the ground. Period. You just can't.
normal tracks, right?
Yeah,
And
I
so
remember.
I'm hoping that that's the case.
Yeah, I remember last season, you were running, and I messaged you. I think I texted you actually, and I go, "You've got to beat so and so they don't advance in the points." You're like, "Buddy, I'm working on it." I go, "If you take them out, man, I will take care of everything at our after party for you." like you're, and I was like, man, you know, and you know, I mean, Nate is, to me, is kind of new. He wasn't with all of us back when this shit started, but in the same sense, he's beyond proved himself that he's a threat, and he can take these guys out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And now that you're teamed up with Gucci, I mean, god damn, I mean, you can only go up, you know?
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why Chris and I talked, you know, us teaming up together. It's like, and I hate to, everybody says that, you know, Chris and I must have money trees or something like that. I promise you it's not true. If I did, I would cut a branch off for y'all. And,
Yeah, let you spend it.
I'd make everybody rich. But, you know, it's a lot of hard work. You know, I spend, this is no shit, I probably spend 2.5 hours a day on conference calls talking about this program with Proline and what's going on. Gucci's at Proline right now. going over it to make sure that we got a 100% car for Virginia. I think we got a fast hot rod, and I think that, again, the track is going to be the equalizer, and I think that I got a badass tuner. Lee White has proven himself. He's tuned my car for the last 4 years, and he's a badass. And Chris and I partnered together. There's nothing we won't do to win. So, like, if we need to do this or that or whatever we need to do, if we got to go put her on a diet or something, like, we'll do what we got to do. But the car works so freaking good right now. Like, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, and the big thing is you won California, and that's where the car's from.
Yeah, and that's what I told Chris. I said, man, I really got something to prove here. And there was a lot of talk on whether I deserved to be in this seat or not. I didn't ask for it. It came to me. But a lot of people thought that Doc or Dominator should be in it. And I get along with both of those two guys very well. So, I want the best for them as well. But selling T-shirts don't win races.
Yep.
And Chris wanted to win races. He knows that I'm super, super competitive. I want to win probably more than he does. And we got something to prove this year. So we're gonna keep the momentum going in Virginia, and hopefully go up there and show out again.
Yeah, and the big thing is, guys, get your tickets for Virginia. I mean, get them. Yep, thefote.com. Those guys it's super easy. Just a couple clicks and you have your tickets. To be honest, like, if you get the opportunity or if it's in the cards for you, like, get on the starting line, dude. I'm telling you, when we do a burnout and it's shaking your inside. I know.
It's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
And then you get to bet with everybody. Like, Bodie was in California. I was on.
Bodie is my guy, man. I mean, man, me and Bodie go way back. Like, he kills me,
dude. I went to California and hung out with him for a couple weeks. We filmed some stuff down there for some grudge racing and stuff like that. And so he was on the starting line betting with people. Like, you can stand right next to him and take his money. I mean, I'd be careful because he knows what every car runs. So
no, he's smart. He's smart, you know, and, me and Bodie go way back. And he's like, don't be snitching. It's kind of an inside joke of something that happened at one of the filmings. And I was just dying laughing. And he's like, I wasn't here, but I was betting, but I wasn't here. So, the one thing I'm surprised is his son's not racing this year.
Well, I know that he is racing. They're doing Grudge Fest, which we're going to go do on radio.
Okay.
So
but I'm talking with Speed Promotions.
No, he hasn't raced for a couple years. They sold Junior's car.
Yeah.
In fact, Chris Michael bought it, and then sold it again. But they sold Junior's car, and they're just going back and forth. They made a bunch of big changes on their program, and in order to afford to do that, that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to sell some shit, regroup, and now that freaking Corrupt, that Camaro is fast, dude, on radios.
Yeah. Yeah, several years ago, Bodie Jr., when he was with MPK, and we did the MPK Awards at our after party at PRI, he got Rookie of the Year, and that meant the world to him. And he deserved it. I mean, that year, he was doing good. And it's like...
And I got Rookie of the Year season 6.
Yep.
Right after him.
Yep. Yeah, you did. And it's like, out of nowhere, I mean, there's a lot of good talent. And this is a thing that I was interested in. So now that Speed Promotions, it's the gateway doors open to anybody.
Dude, it's badass. If you have a steel roof and quarters car
and factory wheelbase,
it don't matter what the hell it is. You can have 12 power adders if you can figure them out. We could do air injection. We could do turbo, ProCharger.
Yeah, because Tina's running the CO2 injection.
Yeah, you could do all of it. If you can figure out a way to make it all work and it's steel roof and quarters, come out. I mean, you get to line up against Ryan Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you are that badass out there and you've talked this shit about the Mickey Mouse Club on the streets, bring it out,
Yep.
I mean...
And they have a bunch of other cool classes, dude. Like, they have daily driver and stuff like that. Dude, there was a gal last year that, in the year before, that brought her Trackhawk out and just whooped all these guys' asses.
Yeah, and Little Gangster is a great class, too, Yep.
The 530 Index, that was a great class. There was a pile of wrecks in California. Like, everybody...
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy. Those guys were gangsters. They were driving them like gangsters, let me tell you.
Yeah, there ain't no shit about that,
Those
man.
games are fun.
Yeah, Jimmy Dale and those guys, they've really turned that into something. I think that's fun, and it's a lot more fun in person. I know I've seen a couple live deals that said that they just like watching paint dry, watching a 530 car compared to a 370 car. But I'm gonna tell you, when you're standing on the starting line again, like, get those VIP tickets if you can do it, man. Come down and bullshit with us. Introduce yourself, take some pictures, sign some out, shit, we'll have you sign our stuff.
Yeah, and that's how they are. That's really how the experience is at, like, I call it MPK event, but that's how it is.
I mean, too, bud.
I mean,
well,
I mean, shit.
Those guys go home, there's normal people at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like...
Dude, I was so intimidated. In fact, Murder Nova just texted me. Sean just texted me, and he's purchasing another car that I'm helping him with, and he's texting me while I'm on the show with you guys, and it honestly, it's just real people. They're real
Sean
dudes.
Sean is as real as it gets.
Yeah, he is.
We've had Phantom on the show, and of course, we tease Sean a lot about the New Balances. I think he's done wearing them because you were on the live stream and I messaged in, and he had that look on his face, and he goes, "I know who the fuck messaged that." And yeah, we've got this joke about New Balance shoes because
I remember that when we were on the starting line.
Yeah, and then everybody started. Then Boost, everybody's like, "Izzy, why are you not at this event?" And I was like, "I just didn't fly out, and
awesome.
But I was in the live. I normally never get in the live chat, but I had it pulled up on the TV at the house, and I was watching it, and
then they handed me the damn phone.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "Hey, Nate, ask him about his damn New Balances."
Dude, most of it was fun, dude. It was it was a good time, and it was nice because Chris got to have a lot of friends and family come down. Because they're right out of LA, and so they're a couple hours away, and I met a lot of cool people. Jim, that was the track manager there, was super awesome. We tested there a couple days beforehand. It was super fun. I had a blast. I got freaking sunburned though, so, which is crazy because I'm normally pretty dark skinned, but that sun burns different there.
Yeah, the sun in California is different. So where can the fans buy your merch or find you on the net?
Yeah, so we're on most of the social media platforms. I got a really good social media guy that helps me because I'm a degenerate when it comes to that. But Nate Sailor Racing on Facebook, Nate Sailor on Instagram, and obviously on our website, Nate Sailor Racing. You can get all of our merch and stuff. I'm going to put some links on there to buy some Gucci stuff off of our site as well.
Okay.
But as of right now, you can go to Bad Intentions Racing and get any Gucci gear you want, or come see us at the track again. Like I said.
Yeah. Come to the
down,
track.
In the pit. Shit, let people sit in the car. We're pretty open. I don't really care. Like, you guys walk up into our pit, and the next thing you know, you'll be in the trailer gapping spark plugs. So
yeah, that's how it is. It's really how it is. That's the thing. If you listeners just take the time, go to event, you'll be hooked because you'll be booking a flight to go to the next one, and it's like, my favorite thing that I've ever seen at MPK, and this goes all the way back to Bristol, right? Is Monza standing in line to take a piss and bummed a cigarette off a fan. That was one of my favorite things I ever saw. And you can't get no more realer than that.
No.
And it's just great times, great people. It's a great community. And the thing is, next thing you know, you'll be up on the starting line with your daily driver. So,
well, and think about this. Any listener listening to this right now is a freaking motorhead.
Oh,
we
yeah.
all are. We're motorheads. We love this shit. And this is how I got started, man. I watched these guys for 10, 12 years on TV, and they hooked me. And now that I've been to, the first live event I went was to Boise before I even had my car. And dude, I had so much freaking fun. I was like, this is for me. These are all my people. They love cars. They're stupid. We all make poor life decisions, and all our money and retirements in our race cars. Let's do this all together,
Yeah, I was telling
it's a good time.
Disco Dean's wife is a really close. Disco Dean, me and him go back to the lowrider days, But his wife, Lindsay, we were telling the story on the radio the other day. You want to know what's more fun than going to an MPK event? Is the after hours antics that happen at the place. And,
oh yeah, dude, they always got tunes and drinks at their.
Oh yeah, and I was telling them about Bobby Ducati's car. Lindsay and fucking Scott's wife put that blow up down on top of it and taped it to the roof. And Ducati, he's funny, and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave it there and pull it up to the line.
He would too.
Yeah, and they made him take it off.
I love it.
And he goes shove it inside. And I was standing there on the starting line, and he goes, just shove it inside. If they'll let Shane run Bob, I want to run with a 200-mile-an-hour blow up now. So after he made his pass, and he went like 100 and I don't know, almost 80, maybe a 70 something on that pass. Then auction for the damn blow up doll. 150 mile an hour pass, 150 mile an hour blow up doll. And and he donated the money to something. And I thought that was so cool. Bobby did that,
badass.
But it's like, it was all,
He's so fun.
But it was all hit. Disco Dean's wife is hilarious. And the shit that they come up with, and, it's just what it is. But, Nate, we really appreciate you coming over here to the radio. We definitely were rooting for you this year. It's Gucci car to the front. I mean, and that's where we are right now. And as things go on, this year, we definitely like to have you on the show more and go.
Hell yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah, because we've been trying to get you on the show for a while, but you've got so much going on.
Dude, I'm sorry. We've been busy, and tonight's the night. We're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, hey.
But yeah, if everybody wants to go follow us on Facebook, Nate Sailor Racing. We post all the new stuff. You'll get to see my new Pro Mod on there and see the small tire stuff we're doing. And we're building a shop truck with a Pro Charger, very first Pro Charger on an F-150. That they came out. We got some cool shit that you can go see. So if you're on social media, go check it and follow us out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And on that note, guys, we're going right back into music. You're listening to 96.1 Styling, Dragging in the Afternoon. We'll be right back.